This is a full character guide rigging series. This is not the part 1 video. If you have not watched the previous parts, please check this video description. Okay, so I'm gonna explain how to do mouth switches in a very easy way for everyone to understand. Now keep in mind there are many ways how you can do mouth lip sync animation, but switch layers is one of them. So in today's video I'm going to cover about the switch layers. In a different video let's talk about more about other types of mouth lip sync animations that you can do. And this is going to be the most easiest out of all of them. Let's do auto lip sync because that's the most easiest, because if you have a huge conversation then doing manually all by yourself takes a lot of time. So that these are the groups that Moho will recognize. So these are called as phonemes. When we talk, we make sounds, we shape our mouth into different shapes and we pronounce different words, right? So if we pause, for an example, if I say oh and pause oh, and then if you think about your mouth shape, it is going to be looking like this. See, we are going to say oh like that, and also this is correct as well. We can say oh much louder by opening the mouth furthermore, or we can say a small oh without opening much. But this one, so as this one, either way is fine. So we shape our mouth when we say most of these letters. So these are the few available ones that we have found. There are more that you can do more than this, but these are enough to cover most of the words that we say. So these are more than enough to cover almost all the words that we say. Now this one here, this entire image, this is the one that I'm going to go for my character design, and this is the most suitable mouth design. There are many ways how you can do mouth designing, as you can say like that, like this, and there are many ways, but this is one of the most easiest, and it is found on this Reddit page. As you can see, this is exactly where I took it from. And if you notice, we have two different versions of this one and this one. So if you're wondering what is this one on the right side, that's the sad mouth and this is the happy mouth. So when the character is sad and when the character wants to say something, we have to change to this. Because if you look at this, it has this shape to indicate sadness, but the other one goes opposite to indicate happiness. Now unfortunately, this has to we have to do a lot of fix for this because it's not perfect at the moment. It is perfect, but for Moho it is not perfect, so we have to do it properly for Moho. So there are so many images, this one, these two I found on Google, and you will see that the Q and W, the other Q and W, as you can see, it is slightly different. On the internet, Q and W is, some people do see these two matches, but some people do like this too. But I'm thinking mostly this will be the most accurate, this one. So it's better we stick to that. But I also found that here these ones are much more accurate. So for QW we can give that itself. So I'm almost going to follow this sheet as I'm going to finalize this. Now I'm not going to draw any of these. You have to draw for your version, but I'm not going to draw. I will leave the link of this in the description so you can trace. But I will first do an experiment and see if it all becomes successful, then I will take my time to draw. So in Moho, there is a new feature where there is a smoother way how you can change between lips. For an example, between this to this transition will happen in just one single frame and it will look a little bit odd, but you can create proper smooth animation between every mouth shapes. It's possible, it's a new feature in Moho, but to do that you have to draw all of this in Moho itself, and there is a easy way to do that. Let's do that later, but for now let's experiment these first. Let's confirm with our mouth design. If we are okay with this, then I can of course go ahead and do it properly. So I just arrange the rest of the images down, and maybe even this I can keep there and take a copy. Now I'm just going to get my curvature tool and I'm going to click like this with the curvature tool, and I'm going to trace this as fast as I can, and I'm not going to worry if I draw on the white space because it's not going to bother me because this is just a test only. Now I'll select these two and press Ctrl 7 to create a clipping group, Now you can place it right here. And the rest mouth means it is when you don't talk. Okay, that's the rest mouth. And just keep your mouth in a resting position. Sometimes we close our mouth completely. Sometimes we close like this. Sometimes we open and keep. Some people, even when they are not talking, sometimes we can see a little bit of their teeth. So I think this is more accurate for a rest mouth. So here I don't see a proper rest mouth. This is like fully closed. This is good for not rest, but this is good for when you say and p and then b. This is good because you are BP when you say that you are much more closed. Both the lips are touching, so this is good for those. But for rest, we want to redraw later. So let's skip the rest for now. And I'm going to take a copy for the E. So E is when you see the both the teeth at the same place, touching each other, almost touching. So when you say all of these like E, C, you will notice that you will see both the teeth together. But also let's go here and confirm that. See, some cartoon characters sometimes they don't do it realistically, See, both the teeth you can see, but cartoon characters open their mouth a lot more, and this is more exaggerated look to it, and this is what we don't want. For me, even though mine is a cartoon character, I'm not going to do that. I think for the E, I'm going to stick with this. We can see both the teeth, but they are not touching, so I think I'm happy with this E. So yeah, I'll redraw it. I think let's redraw it. So let's trace this. So I'll get the brush tool and then I'll start from here. But before that, I'm just doing and seeing if my fidelity is okay. I think this much of fidelity is fine. Maybe a bit more is okay. So let's start from here and then very roughly I'm doing this. I'm going to do it again because I will have to put that opacity down so I can clearly see what I'm doing. So yeah, this is what my E is going to be. Now I'm just going to fill red inside and add those two teeth. So here as you can see, I can see the teeth here. So getting that brush tool and I'm just going to quickly draw that teeth, place it right here, and the color for this, the fill color for this will be white. And I'm also going to reduce the opacity of it and take a copy and then flip it. I'll rotate it and put more closer, and yeah, this is it. In this case, don't go for that accurate look. All we worry about is that both teeth should not touch like this. It is not touching, that's what matters. You can even put them like this and now perfect. Even if the tongue is not visible, that's fine. Now you can put this to the top and create a clipping mask. So I'll select this and press Ctrl+7 to create that clipping mask. Now with the clipping mask I'm facing a problem. You can see it clearly, so I'm going to try with the shape builder technique if this solves the problem. Yeah, shape builder is cool, so I'm going to fix it. So this one, let's put it to that E. And now for O, we can pretty much stick with this, doesn't matter. But also, did you know, look something? O we have to put separate and W we have to put separate. But here, the O and the WQ is in one. So you can create the same group and duplicate them and change their letters, but it's better that we do it slightly differently. I think the O can be much bigger mouth. So let's go here and let's confirm it. If you can see, WQ is much more of a small mouth. Here it's much more opened. So here too, as you can see, small mouth, much more opened here. So I don't have a much more open mouth here. So I can reduce that opacity. I will think for myself. I'm just going to draw a little bit bigger, not so big, but now I will redraw again, and I think that's too much big. Maybe it can be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's fine for me. And that tongue, remember to draw that tongue. So now I'm just coloring them with the eyedropper tool and get that shape builder, and I would like to remove it. And I think I'm okay with this for my O, and I'll just press Ctrl G to group it. These ones as well, I'll just group it. And for you, this is fine. So let's trace it again with that curvature tool selected. Now all I can do is just very roughly trace like this. I'm going to press Ctrl+7 and this is a group. I'll keep it right here. And for WQ, you already know what we have to do. So this is perfect. So let's do this. I'm just going to do that. Select these two and press Ctrl+7. Keep it right here. So for L and TH we have this already. So that's perfect too. So one more time, let's trace this like this. So I'm just going to click here to finish, selecting everything and Control 7. Now for the MBP, so it'll be mostly a closed shape like this. So that's cool. So that's going to be my closed mouth. I'm just going to just trace it and put it right here. Now for the FV, I will trace this. This was a straight line, so I didn't trace. But this one I'm not going to trace, just going to trace it. So I trace FV as well. I'm going to place the FV. Now ETC is optional. So you can clearly see here it's almost the same, right? But here it's much more closed. We can see only that teeth here, so here also teeth, here also teeth only. So I think I will fix with this instead of this mouth. I will completely fully close it. So here we have already the closed version, so all I can do is trace this. And one more thing that I'm going to do for this is this line is not getting continued, so I'll just draw it by myself and fully connect it and make sure it's a group. Now for the rest, I think I'll take a copy, and this is going to be the normal mouth of the character. I'm just going to see what I can do. So I'm thinking I will draw something like this, where the character is not really smiling, but kind of like smiling, but not smiling. Something like this would be okay. Yeah, let's fix it as the rest. If I don't like it, I'll change it at any moment, but I'm good with it for now. I'm just going to select every other layer and delete, and let's keep only these ones. You can go to that layers panel and press that release sequence. So I'm just going to type here mouths for the main group, and here all I'm doing is just going to type rest, and for the second one, which is they are not in the order, so I'm just going to select it and just double click here and type AI. This one I'm just going to type E. Now you can just select this layer and press that delete button to delete this. We don't need it anymore. So I'll open my asset export and I'll quickly click drag everything into this. So as you can see, they are all renamed properly, and now I can export all of them at once. Because I have created that clipping mask, it's so easy. It will get exported all in one go. So press this export button and you can choose the folder. Right now, as you can see, I have successfully exported all of them. So here into Moho, let's drag them properly. So I'm just going to drag all of them into Moho, and as you can see, it's loaded all of them. Of course, it's not high quality because this is just a test at the moment. I'll select all of this. So I'm also going to quickly just go through them, selecting this one and removing that PNG. So for this one, I'll remove that PNG and press apply. For the other one, two PNG, let's remove and pressing apply. I'll select this, remove that PNG and press apply. Select this one. So I have successfully removed, as you can see, all. I'll select them and I'll right click and press group with selection, and this we can rename to mouths, and you can right click on it and press convert to switch. Now from this list you can choose whatever the mouth that you want, so right click, you can choose like this also. So now everything is imported. Now keep in mind, you can just go to window and you can press audio recording and you can start recording. But this is not the best feature in Moho. I mean, this is awesome, but still not the perfect feature. I mean, they are still not stable, not so perfect. Maybe in the upcoming versions, they will make it perfect. But now, right now, if you record, and you will see that I also made one more change. This etc. I took it up. So follow this exact order. Make sure you have kept in this exact order. Now I'm just going to drag drop one of the audio files here, exactly here into the white space. So I have dragged that audio file and I'm just going to drop it right here. And now you can see the audio. Let's put it out, of course, it goes out. So you will have something like this. And here, if I play, you will be able to hear. Let me just play. I'm just going to play this.
Happy birthday! Yeah!
So she says happy birth. Okay, this is happy birthday.
Hey!
Okay,
Yeah!
that's how it goes. But now about, just double click on that layer and here go to switch and here change that to audio source, which will be this, and press OK. Now it creates keyframe, but this is really bad. This won't be that good at all. Now I'm just going to play again.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
One more thing, most importantly, make sure that while you're at 0, make sure that here it says rest. It should be in rest. So maybe it messes the whole thing. I'm just going to delete, and while I'm on 0, I'll make sure that I have kept here at rest. Now double click on that group one more time, go here and change that correct audio layer and press OK.
Happy birthday!
And now when I play,
Happy birthday!
you will see it is not that perfect.
Happy birthday!
So most of the time what people prefer to do is another way of animating, which we will be studying on our next video, but in this video I'll show you how you can do this manually. So while I'm here, I just gave this correct order and I just told to give me for happy birthday, and it gave, so it's telling me to start from etc E, MBP and E. So let's just give it a try. I'll delete the whole keyframes, the whole thing. So now is starting from hair. So think which of these, if I say hair, which of these will be hair? Mostly it is this. So I will give, in my case, not even that. I'm just going to give the E and C. Yeah, for me, E is like I'm going to open. So so here we are saying P because this is hair P. So P is like this one. So here you can choose happy. So happy birthday. But let's go back because it will look really odd if I give one keyframe. So I'm just going to go back here and see E also there, etc. E. So somewhere here I'm thinking I'll give that this time. Maybe I can give that etc. So I'm changing these two and M, P and E here. Somewhere here I'm just going to change it to E, right? So here B, of course. So let's change it to B, P. So here it should again change to E, and then maybe here I want that etc. where the mouth fully closes. So again birth, so B, B, B and E, B, E, etc. again, maybe somewhere here, B and day E. So now maybe you can give that E, which will no, day E. Okay, fine, I need that E here. E, and somewhere here it can go back to that resting, where the resting can be here. Okay, let's play and see.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
So this I mean the rest mouth, I'm going to do something like this.
Day! Day! Day!
Okay, I like this, so I'm going to play it from the beginning.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Yeah, likewise, you can go through and step by
Happy
step do it,
birthday!
but you can't achieve perfection through this. But there is another method, that is the method that I prefer to do. There are two methods that I prefer to do, so we'll see those two in the upcoming videos. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and please like this video as well.